Today I'm going to get the platinum for Modern Warfare 2019, the reboot of the original Modern Warfare, which I have already platinumed. The game has 26 achievements in the base game and one singular DLC achievement, which I'll be doing. This game has been sitting in my Steam library unplayed for a few months now, so I figured I better get it done. Without further ado, let's jump into it. I begin the game by signing away my firstborn child to Activision in a 42-page long TOS agreement. We then head to Verdansk, where we play as an American soldier, Alex. We're infiltrating this base to get some chemical weapon. In the game, there is only one trophy for completing the campaign, and another for completing it on veterans, so I won't be getting one for completing each mission. I do get my first trophy for neutralizing the fog of war machine gun with a grenade. Absolutely fucked if I know what that means, I just threw a grenade and accidentally got the trophy. Everything is going well until we discover that some of the bodies are Russian military, so maybe we're going to war with Russia? I don't know. After that, we cut to playing as London police when a terrorist attack takes place in Piccadilly. We fight them off and meet up with my boy, Captain Price. We make our way through this building before getting to some hostages, one with a bomb strapped to his chest. We can't defuse it, so Captain Price just does this.
Wait! What are you doing? No! No!
That's certainly one way to deal with it. We then cut back to Alex, who is now in Urzikstan. I guess they didn't want to piss off any real Middle Eastern countries, so they just made one up. It is here where we meet Farah Karim, a freedom fighter trying to break free from Russian occupation. We play through a shitty stealth mission where we try to blow up some helicopters, and we use a gas can as a silencer. Not sure how that would work, but okay. At one point, we hide from a Russian patrol in a pile of dead bodies. I get a trophy for killing all of the Russians. We blow up the helicopters before cutting to a full-scale assault on a Russian military base. In this mission, I got 3 trophies. The first one was for crashing a helicopter by shooting the pilot, and the next 2 were at the same time. I threw a Molotov cocktail at a helicopter, destroying it for a trophy, and it also killed 4 people for another trophy. Eventually, we are pinned down in the hangar, but then US forces come in and blow the Russians to smithereens. Next mission, we stealthily make our way through a house while looking for intelligence on this dude. I got the trophy Wall Hacks for saving a soldier by shooting through a door before he got there. In one of the rooms, there is actually a baby in a cot, and if you shoot it, the game kicks you out of the mission and reports you to the FBI. Don't ask how I know any of this. Anyhow, we get the intel before cutting back to Alex and the boys. We attack this hospital that is filled with terrorists. The whole place is rigged with tripwires, so I get a trophy for destroying 3 with explosives. I also get a trophy for killing a terrorist by throwing a smoke grenade at them. Finally, we capture this blind dude who leads a terror organization called Al-Qatala. We also rescue some Marines while we're at it. After that, we take the blind dude who is known as the Wolf to the American Embassy, which a short while later is under siege. We play as Kyle, a guy working with Price. We are trying to get the Wolf out of the embassy as he is responsible for the attacks in London. This mission was really difficult. There was a lot of fighting and I died many times. In one section, you use a drone to strike targets. I got a trophy for destroying 4 trucks before they could reach their destination. We managed to escape, but we lose the wolf. Cutting back to Alex, we use a sniper to defend this fort from Al-Qatala. This was actually a pretty fun mission. During it, I got 2 trophies. One for shooting the driver of a suicide truck that was about to blow us all up, and another for stopping 3 of these tank thingies by shooting out their tires. At the end of the mission, Hadir, Farah's brother, decides to commit a war crime and uses this gas on the Russians, which nearly kills me and pisses Farah off. The next mission is a flashback where we see the Russians invade Farah's home. This mission didn't have much action at all, and it was mainly just hiding from Russians, but the atmosphere was done really well. Props to the guys at Infinity Ward. In this mission, I got a trophy for killing 2 soldiers with 1 shot with this revolver. At the end of the mission, this evil Russian dude kidnaps Farah and Hadir, and then we cut back to the prison. So everybody is kind of pissed off after finding out that Hadir was the one who stole the gas in the beginning, and it turns out that he is working with the wolf. We play through a really fun mission where we sneak through a house with night vision and then find an underground network of tunnels. Alex and Farah fall down a hole and get trapped, so we play as them. We make our way through enemies, and on our way, I get a trophy for killing 3 enemies on a ladder. There is also a trophy for only using a pistol the entire mission, but it was simply too hard on veterans, so I'll come back. When we get back to base, we find out that the United States has designated Farah and her group as a terrorist organization, which kinda pisses Price off.
You keep your muppets on a short string, Colonel.
Or what?
I'll fucking earn you from it.
The next mission is super boring. It's just a flashback to when Farah was imprisoned and she escaped. I got 2 trophies in this mission, one for spitting in the Russian general's face, and another for making it through the entire mission without being hit by the sniper that was shooting at us as we escaped. I just realized I forgot to add a trophy to the counter earlier when I got the trophy for shooting the Russians in a field, and I don't want to have to re-edit it, so I'm just gonna do it now, sorry. Next, Price decides it's time to pay a visit to Moscow. We go undercover to capture this guy called the Butcher. He was working with the Wolf and was part of stealing the gas. This mission was pretty fun as you get to chase him through the streets. I got a trophy for using 8 different weapons to get a kill. At the end of the mission, we interrogate the Butcher by threatening his wife and child. He tells us what we want to know, and then you can either kill him or turn him over to Russian authorities. I shot him in the head. The next mission is another night vision stealth one. I sneak around a church, pool, and a clock tower looking for Hadia. In this mission, I cut the power to 4 buildings for a trophy. The mission was fun, but very difficult at times. There was a trophy for not getting caught the entire mission, but I got tired of it and decided to come back to it later. Eventually, I find Hadia, who has intel on the Russian lab that makes the gas, and then the 3 of us escape. For the final mission, everyone reunites and we attack the lab in an unsanctioned operation using Farah's forces. This mission was really cool. We start by fighting on the slopes of a hill, and then I get to control drone strikes. There is actually a trophy for only using drone strikes, but I completely forgot about it. We make our way into the lab, and there is this Russian who has a shotgun that literally sets people on fire. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but if so, I'm scared. We're about to set charges to blow up the lab when the remote breaks. I swear to God that happens in like every other movie or video game. Anyhow, Alex decides to sacrifice himself and blow up the charges manually. Farah gets to kill the evil general, and they all live happily ever after. Completing the campaign earned me 2 trophies. One for just completing it, and one for completing it on veteran difficulty. Alright, that's 19 out of 27 trophies. First, I jump back into the London mission where I got 2 trophies. One for not injuring any civilians, and another for killing an enemy in 3 certain locations. I then hopped into the mission where we blow up the helicopters. I had to pose as a worker carrying bricks, so there's a trophy for carrying the same brick the entire mission. This trophy was super annoying, because if you accidentally pick up a different brick after dropping it, you will not get the trophy. I then went into the Going Dark mission and killed all enemies without any of them calling for backup. I also completed the Wolf's Den tunnels using only a pistol, which was very easy on recruit difficulty. I also got into the lab in the final mission using only drone strikes. Finally, I completed the Clean House mission while only using 1 bullet on each enemy. After that, it was time for the DLC trophy, Liberation. For this achievement, you have to complete all 4 Spec Ops missions. These missions are not like the OG ones. These ones take 40 minutes to an hour and are honestly pretty fun. It was really hard to find lobbies, and these missions require 4 people, so I found some people on a Steam thread and was able to complete them. Some are harder than others, but each one was unique, and I didn't dislike any of them. Completing them all earned me the final trophy for the perfect game. This was a really short game to platinum, taking me only 16 hours. If you're thinking about getting it, I would highly recommend it. While the campaign isn't as great as some of the older titles, the graphics are absolutely stunning and the guns feel great to use. Thanks for watching, now check out this video where I platinum Black Ops Cold War.